And this is our Friday flow. So just that set of blocks, strap if you'd like one, and then a bolster or pillow if you'd like to have a little bit more support underneath your knees. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Coming to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Maybe rock your hips side to side, stay nice and tall. Just resting your hands on your knees. From here, round your spine, bring your gaze towards your navel. On your inhale, draw your hands towards your hips, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine, seated cat and cow here with your breath. Inhale, gaze up. A few more here with your breath. Pressing it all the way as you reach your hands towards your knees. Taking in a bigger breath each time. Once more, round your spine, let it all go. Gently come back to center. Draw a few circles here with your torso. Big circle. Doesn't matter which direction you start with. We'll do 2 rotations one way. Then once you finish that rotation, just reverse the direction. And then just gently come back to center. Sweep both arms up high overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Cactus the arms. Inhale, arms overhead. 2 more times. Bend the elbows, lift the gaze. Deep exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, arms overhead. Draw your elbows wide. From here, exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, right elbow to right hip. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left elbow to left hip. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Release your left hand by your left hip. Extend your right leg out long. Press your hips up, finding your stargazer. Reach your right bicep towards your right ear. Gently lower your hips down. Cross your right foot in front of the left. Sit up nice and tall, and then slowly walk forward, feeling that stretch in your outer right hip. Just holding here and breathing. Forward fold. On your next inhale, gently walk your hands back through center. Switching the feet, draw your left foot in front, sweep both arms up high. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach one more time. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows. Left elbow to left hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right elbow towards right hip. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Release your right hand by your right hip. Extend your left leg long. Inhale, sweep your arm up high. Reaching your left bicep towards your left ear. Pressing your hips forward. Finding your stargazer. Gently lower the hips down. Cross your left foot once again in front of the right. Sit up nice and tall, and then forward fold. Feeling that stretch on this side. Taking note how this side may feel different from the other side. Walk your hands back through center. We're going to rock forward, finding a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck in your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, press it all the way. Coming back through, inhale, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, press it all the way. If you're just joining us, no worries, just the setup blocks. A strap is optional. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, thread it under and through the right side body, hovering, holding. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread the left arm all the way under and through this time, releasing your left cheek or ear towards the floor or to a block. You're welcome to keep your right hand boxed out. You can reach it long to the front of your mat. You can bind it around towards your left hip to open up your right shoulder. Gently release your right hand to your right shoulder if it was extended or binded. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread it under and through the left side body. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, thread it all the way under and through the left side body, gently releasing your right cheek or ear towards the floor or to a block. You can stay here with your left arm boxed out. You're welcome to extend your left arm long to the top of your mat. Maybe bind it around towards your right hip, opening up your left shoulder, holding and breathing wherever you're at. Gently release your left hand under your left shoulder if it was extended or binded. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, release it under your right shoulder. Tuck your toes and then sink your hips back. Little stretch through your calves and the soles of your feet. Inhale, rock back to center, stacking your shoulders over your hips, untuck your toes. Inhale, reach your right leg long. Strong point through your right toes. Hips are square. Exhale, round it in, crunch it in, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen straight back. Exhale, bring with that right leg up and over to the outside of your left hip. Maybe gently looking over your left shoulder. To deepen the stretch, you can rock your right heel closer towards the floor. To lessen that sensation, maybe rock towards your toes or the ball of your right foot. Gently stack your shoulders back over your wrist. Release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, shin, or ankle. Untuck your toes and then press your hips back. Eagle legs, feeling that deeper stretch in your outer hip, a little deeper than when we were sitting. Keeping your eagle legs, rock forward, stack your wrist back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, press it all the way, untuck your toes. Let's do that one more time. Eagle legs, tabletop, cat and cow. Exhale, press it all the way. Come back to a neutral spine. Release your right knee under your right hip. Drawing a few circles here with your right knee. And of course, what you do in one direction, reverse the direction, keeping everything symmetrical. Gently release your right knee down. Bump your hips side to side. Just a little organic movement here. Have fun with it. Come back through center. Extend your left leg straight back. Keep the hips square, strong point through your left toes. Exhale, round your spine, crunch it in, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen your left leg long. Exhale, rainbow your left leg up and over to the outside of your right hip. Maybe gently looking over your right shoulder. Maybe you see your toes. You can rock forward to lessen that stretch, or rock towards your heel or towards the ball of your left foot to deepen that sensation. Gently release your left knee to the outside of your right knee, shin, or calf. Untuck your toes and then press your hips back. Try to keep the arms straight. Feeling that deepening stretch all along the left side body. Gently rock forward, keeping the eagle legs. Wrists are directly under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly, and lift your gaze. Exhale, press it all the way. Eagle legs in a tabletop for cat and cow. One more time. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly. Exhale, press it all the way. Gently come back through center. Release your left knee under your left hip and then draw a few circles with your left knee. Reverse that direction. All right, coming back to your tabletop, walk your hands up, palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming to our first downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out, lifting and lowering one heel at a time. Deep bend and extend in the knees, walking your dog. Try my hardest not to cough today. All right, inhale, lift both your heels. Exhale, lower them over to the right side, feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lower your heels this time to the left side. Feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Inhale, come back through center. With your arms straight and your hips high, bend both of your knees, hover your shins. Find your power dog. Rock forward, find your high plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Let's repeat that same mini flow 2 more times. Bend your knees, arms remain straight. Exhale, rock forward, find your high plank. Press the hips up, downward facing dog. Once more, bend the knees, power dog. Shins hovering for 3, 2, and 1. Press forward, find your high plank. Hold it for 3, 2. Optional, lower the knees down. We're going to lower all the way down. Elbows stay tucked in towards your body. Release all the way down. Untuck your toes. Wrists under your shoulders. Press up, mini cobra. Gently release down. One more time. Press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Keep your left hand box out. Release your right arm long from your right shoulder. Relax your right leg. Lift your left leg high. Pivot onto your right hip. Bend your left knee in front or behind your right leg, finding broken wing. Open up your right shoulder and your left hip. On your next exhale, gently rock back onto your tummy, both hip bones on the floor. Walk your right hand in, press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Keep your right hand box out. Extend your left arm long from your left shoulder. Relax your left leg. Lift your right leg high. Pivot onto your left hip and bend your top right knee in front or behind your left leg. Opening up your left shoulder and your right hip on this side. On your next exhale, gently rock back onto your tummy. Both hip bones pressed in towards the floor. Walk your left hand in. Press up, mini cobra. Release your palms, lift your legs. All the weight is in your back. Lower your legs, lower your palms, lower your chest. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage, press up, full cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Come back through center. Look over your right shoulder. Come back through center. Gaze up towards the ceiling, option to flow through upward facing dog, tabletop, or directly to downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out, lifting and lowering one heel at a time. All right, I think we're nice and warm now. Make sure you got your set of blocks in front. All right, pedal out the heels. Inhale, lift your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, circle out your right ankle. Maybe wiggle your toes. Exhale, extend your right leg straight back. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot in between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Front knee is bent. Exhale, lightning crescent, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Seal your back, left heel. Find your warrior 1. Option to stay here. You can release your right hand to your left thigh, coming into exalted warrior. Reach your right arm back towards the ceiling. Straighten your right leg. Square out your hips, hinge forward, find your pyramid. Now you can shorten the distance of your legs or you can add distance. Left toes turn to 45, right toes facing forward. Use any equipment that you need, blocks or a strap. Holding here and breathing. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward, keeping the hips square in one line. With your left hand on the inside of your right foot on the floor on a block, sweep your right arm towards the ceiling, revolve pyramid. We're going to bend into that right knee, cartwheel your right hand down and forward, left arm comes up, find your warrior two. Find your focus, find your breath. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the right leg. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Tuck your left hand behind your back. Reverse your triangle. Try to high five that wall or imaginary wall with your right hand. Tee out the arms. Bump your left hip back to the back of your mat. Reach your right fingertips long. Tick-tock your right hand down, left arm up. Option to place your right hand on the inside of your right shin. You can place it on a block. You can reach down towards the floor. Try to rotate your left shoulder above the right. Maybe continue to draw that left arm back. Keep that right hand down. Draw your left bicep to your left ear, bend into that front right knee. Find your extended side. Holding here and breathing. Reverse your warrior, tuck your left hand behind your back or down your left leg. Maintain that bend, the front right knee. Exhale, cartwheel down. Pivot your left toe, set your blocks off to the side, framing your right foot. Step your right leg back, option to hover that right leg coming into your flow. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out. So sorry, the last thing you guys want to do is have me coughing in your ear. Hopefully that is it. All right, holding it here in downward facing dog, gently pedal out the heels. We're going to repeat the same thing on the left side. All right, inhale, lift your left leg high, bend your left knee, stack your hip, circle out your left ankle, wiggle your toes, exhale, square out your left hip, hold it for the inhale, exhale, left elbow, left knee to left elbow, inhale, lengthen, exhale, left knee to nose, inhale, lengthen, exhale, left knee to right elbow, inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck it in, hold it, knee to nose for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot in between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up. Front left knee is bent. Right heel is lifted. You can have a bend in that back knee or straight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Seal that back right heel. Front knee stays bent. Find your warrior one. Option to stay here, or if you want, take that left hand, release it to the right thigh. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Exalted warrior. Come back to warrior one. Straighten that left leg. Square out the hips. Exhale, fold forward. You can come down as low or stay up as high as you'd like. Use any equipment that you'd like to use. Blocks, maybe using a bolster or pillow for higher support. Back heel is glued to the floor. Hips are square, so think about bumping that right hip forward and your left hip will naturally draw back. You can shorten the distance or widen the distance between your right arch and your left heel. Place a block on the inside of your left foot, right hand on the floor on a block, sweep your left arm high, revolve pyramid. Holding here and breathing. All right, we're gonna draw that left hand back towards your right heel, bend into your front left knee, continue to spiral that left arm down, open up, find your warrior two. Left toes pointing to the top of your mat, right toes pointing to the outer right edge. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, bend. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Draw your right hand down your right leg or behind your back. Reverse your triangle. Inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips, tee out your arms. Bump your hips to the back of your mat. Reach your left fingertips long. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm up. Find your triangle. Stacking your top right shoulder over the left. Maybe rotating that right arm a little bit further back. Holding here and breathing wherever you're at. Hold that left hand down. Draw your right bicep to your right ear as you bend into that left knee. Find your extended side. Left hand can stay on the block, can come to the floor. You can rest your left knee on your left thigh. Any variation here, extended side. Commit to that bend, the front left knee, reverse your warrior. Right hand tucks behind your left hip or down your right leg. Left bicep to left ear. Inhale, cartwheel down, pivot your right toes. Set your blocks off to the side. Step your left leg back, option to hover it or lower it down, coming into your flow. Coming back to downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out. Holding here and breathing. All right. Let's repeat that same flow. Maybe we'll add on a little bit here. All right, inhale, reach your right leg high. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Square out your hip. Extend your right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to nose. Tuck it in, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot in between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lightning crescent. Option to hold it here, or if you want, press up, find your bird. Extend your left leg straight back. Right leg is your base, holding here wherever you're at. Lightning crescent or bird for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower that left leg, coming back to lightning crescent. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise up and stay, sealing your back. Left heel, option to lower your right hand. Left arm stays up towards the ceiling. Exalted warrior. Let's all come back to warrior 1. Straighten your right leg. Square out your hips. Draw your arms down to frame your right foot on the floor or on blocks. Finding your pyramid. Continue to pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knee. You can have a bend in that right knee, or for a challenge, you can try to straighten that right leg. Place a block on the inside of your right foot. Placing your left hand on the floor on a block, sweep your right arm towards the ceiling. Revolve pyramid. Stay here or grab that block in your left hand, bend into your right knee, press off of that right foot, lifting your left leg, find your revolved half moon. So staying in revolved pyramid or lifting that left leg. If you're in revolved half moon, gently lower that left leg, come back to revolved pyramid. We're going to bend into that front right knee, draw your right hand down and forward, cartwheel your left arm open. Adjust your feet if you need to. Find your warrior two. Find your focus. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Draw your left hand down your left leg or behind towards your right hip. High five that wall behind you. Reverse your triangle. Tee out your arms. Bump your hips to the back. Reach your right fingertips long. Tuck your right hand down, left arm up. For balance, gaze down towards your right toes. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your left fingertips. Stay in triangle, or if you want to play in half moon, grab that block with your right hand, bend into your right knee, lift your left leg. Finding your half moon. Still stacking that left shoulder over the right. If you're in half moon, gently bend into that right knee until you plant your left foot, coming back to triangle. Maintain your right hand down, bend into that right knee. Draw your left bicep to your left ear, finding your extended side. Maybe hovering that right arm. You can also try binding that left hand, opening up your chest. Commit to that bend and your front right knee. Reverse your warrior. Very nice. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot. Set your blocks off to the side. Pivot your left toes. Step back. Find your flow. We're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out. All right, from your downward facing dog, pedal out the heels. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, draw your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your knee into your nose, tuck it in, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot in between your wrists. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. All right, exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Option to press off of your left foot. Find your bird. Flex through your right foot or hold it lightning crescent. If you're in bird, bend into your left knee until you lower your right foot. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. One more time, exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Seal your right foot, keep a deep bend in that front left knee. Release your left hand to your right thigh. Find your exalted warrior. Inhale, welcome back to warrior one. Straighten your left leg, adjust your feet if you need to. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Hinge forward, framing your left foot. Use any equipment here, blocks. Most important thing is that your hips are square. So if you walk your feet in, widen that stance, that's up to you. You can have a bend in that front left knee, or you can straighten that knee for more of a challenge. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knee, heart to your thigh. Place a block on the inside of your left foot at any height. Right hand on the floor on a block, sweep your left arm high. Revolve pyramid. Stay here. If you want to play into revolved half moon, grab the block with your right hand, bend into your left knee, lift your right leg. So you're still keeping the hips square. Right arm to the ceiling, flex through your right foot. If you're in revolved pyramid, stay there. If you're in revolved half moon, gently bend into your left knee until you seal your right foot, coming back to revolved pyramid. All right, we're gonna bend into that front left knee, cartwheel your left hand down, right arm opens up. Adjust your feet if you need to. Find your stance. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Tuck your right hand down your right leg or around towards your left hip. Reverse your triangle. Tee up the arms. Bump your hips to the back of your mat. Reach your left fingertips long. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm up. Stack that right shoulder over the left. Maybe rotate that right shoulder back. For balance, gaze down towards your left toes. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your right fingertips. Stay here in triangle. If you want to play in half moon, grab that block with your left hand, bend into your left knee, press off of that left foot, lifting your right leg. Find your half moon. You can continue to gaze down. You can gaze forward. You can gaze up towards the ceiling. If you fall out, that's okay. Just come back into it. Gently bend into your left knee if you're in half moon. Coming back to triangle. Bend into that front left knee. Draw your right bicep to your right ear. Any variation of extended side. You can hover that left arm. You can bind your right hand. Opening up your chest and your shoulder. Come back to extended side. Commit to that bend in the front left knee. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down. Set any props off to the side. Step your left leg back. Option to hover or flow. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Paddle it out. All right, let's go through that one more time very quickly. We'll take out some of the pulses. We'll flow a little bit faster. All right, inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. Exhale, sweep. Stay here or press off, finding your bird. Stay here, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower your left foot. Inhale, rise up. Reverse, exalted warrior, sealing your left heel. Reach your right arm high. Straighten your right leg. Scratch your hips. Hinge forward. You can have a bend in that front right knee or keep it straight. Find your pyramid. Place a block on the inside of your right foot. Left hand on the floor on a block. Sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Stay here or find your revolved half moon. If you're in revolved pyramid, stay there. If you're in revolved half moon, bend into your right knee. Try and lower your left foot. Bend into your right knee. Pivot, cartwheel your arms, find your warrior 2. Inhale, lift, just 2 times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Tuck your left hand down your left leg or behind your back. Reverse your triangle. Tee out the arms. Bump your hips back. Reach your right fingertips long. Tick-tock your hands. Find your triangle. Stay here, come right into half moon. You're in half moon, come back to triangle. Bend into your front left knee. Find your extended side. Any variation. Maintain that bend in the front right knee. Reverse your warrior. Nice. Exhale, cartwheel down. Steady props off to the side. Pivot your left toes. Step back, find your flow. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. All right, last time through. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. Exhale, sweep. Lightning crescent. Option to lift off into bird. Stay wherever you're at or pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your right foot. Back to lightning crescent. Inhale, rise up. Seal your right foot. Bend into that front left knee. Reverse your left hand. Exalted warrior. Both arms overhead. Straighten that left leg. Square out the hips. Hinge forward. Find your pyramid. Using any props here. Place a block on the inside of your left foot. Right hand on the floor on a block. Sweep your left arm up. Revolve pyramid. Stay here. If you want to find revolved half moon, walk your right hand forward, bend into that left knee. Lift your right leg. Gently bend into that left knee. Come back to your revolve pyramid. We're going to bend into that front left knee. Curl your arms open. Find your warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale, lift and stay. Draw your right hand down your right leg or behind your back. Reverse your triangle. Tee out the arms. Bump your hips back, reach your left fingertips long. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm up. Stay here. If you want to find half moon, bend into your left foot. Lift your right leg. Find your half moon. If you're in triangle, stay there. If you're in half moon, bend into your left knee, plant your right foot, come back to triangle. Bend into their front left knee. Draw your right bicep to your right ear. You can also bind your right hand. Have fun with it, extended side. Commit to that bend in your front left knee. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel down. Set any props off to the side. Pivot your right toe. Step your left leg back. Coming into your downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out. Gently lower both of your knees to the floor. Lower your left or right hip. Swing your legs around to the top of your mat. Grabbing one block between your palms. We're going to roll all the way back, slow and steady. Think one vertebrae at a time. All the way down. Once your head, neck, and shoulders touch, tap that block overhead. Little shoulder rotation, draw that block back over your shoulders. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. And on any setting, low, medium, or high, set that block under your hips. And then allow your hips to melt into that block. Supported bridge. From here, lifting one or both feet up towards the ceiling. You can point, flex, circle out your ankles. You can keep your hands by your hips or reach your arms up towards your toes. Maybe wiggling out your wrist. Everything moving, all class. Point, flex, circle everything out. Slowly lowering one foot at a time. Once both feet are planted, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Release that block from under your hips and just set it off gently to the side. Draw your knees in towards your chest, curl yourself into a tight ball. You can grab your shins or the back side of your thighs. Maybe rolling from side to side. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. Allow your knees to track towards the outer edge of your mat. And then draw your hands behind your thighs, your shins, or the outer knife edge of each foot, coming into happy baby. Maybe just rolling from side to side if that feels comfortable. Keeping your left knee in toward your left shoulder, release your right leg long, single leg happy baby, and then allow your left heel to come in toward your left glute. Find your hands underneath your left knee, just place them gently on your left shin. Flex through your right foot as you point, flex, circle out your left ankle. You can wiggle your toes. With your right hand, gently guide your left knee through the center and over to the right side of your body. Supine twist on this side. You can gaze up towards the ceiling. You can look over your left shoulder for a deeper stretch. And then gently come back through center. Releasing your left knee back in toward your left shoulder. Allow the sole of your left foot to come to the inside of your right leg. Your right leg is still long. Maybe placing your hands by your side. Coming into reclined tree so that left foot can come anywhere along your right leg. If you're holding any tension in your hips or in your left knee, just let it go. Notice how that feels when you melt into your mat. Gently bending your left knee, draw your left knee to the ceiling, plant your left foot on the floor. Reach your right leg towards the ceiling. Bend your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh. Coming into a figure four stretch. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, figure four bridge. Gently release down. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Just a gentle rotation here. Lower spine stretch, keeping both their shoulders in towards the mat. Gently come back through center. Release your right foot to meet the left. Draw your knees back in towards your chest. And then allow the soles of your feet to come up towards the ceiling. Finding your happy baby. One more time. Maybe grabbing the outer knife edge of each foot. You can use a strap here. Holding on towards your thighs. Any variation. You can roll from side to side or just focus on drawing your lower back in towards your mat. Gently rock back to center, keeping your right knee in toward your right shoulder. Extend your left leg long. Single leg happy baby on this side, and then release the bind of your right foot and allowing your right heel to come in toward your right glute, clasping your hands on your right shin just beneath your right knee. Point, flex, circle out your right ankle as you continue to flex your left foot to allow your left calf to come closer towards the mat. With your left hand, gently guide your right knee through the center of your body over to the left side. Supine twist on this side. That right knee can be hovering, it can be on the floor, it can be on a bolster or a block. You're welcome to keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. To deepen the stretch, you can look over your right shoulder. Gently come back to center. And then allow your right foot to come to the inside of your left leg, anywhere along your left leg. Your thigh, your knee, your calf. Coming into reclined tree on this side and just letting it all go. Releasing your right knee, releasing your hips into your mat. Gently planting your right foot on the floor, right knee towards the ceiling. Lift your left leg high, flex through your left foot, and then allow your left ankle to come onto your right thigh. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, figure four bridge, and gently release your hips down. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Deeper lower back release. Gently draw both knees back through center. Release your left ankle, plant your left foot, and then allow your toes to extend long. Maybe your heels touch, toes open, releasing your hands by your side or any comfortable resting position for your Shavasana. Noticing your belly rise on your inhales, belly falls on your exhales. Begin wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back to your breath. Gently draw your knees in towards your chest, and coming up to a comfortable seated position of your choice. And just resting your hands on your knees. You can bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, release your left hand to your right knee. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee, gently looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you all so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Namaste. Thank you so much. I missed you all last Friday.